Bubbie's Kitchen, and we call it My Bubbie's Kitchen because my grandbabies, Lukey, Zachy, Aiden, and Leo, come here to eat all their favorite foods. Today, Big Ziti with a nice meat sauce. Every good baked ziti starts with a nice sauce. Sometimes I make just a cheese baked ziti. I don't put any meat in, but most of the time I put the meat in because I really like the flavor. So I already strained 4 cans of tomatoes, and I put in my basil, my salt, and my pepper. And now I'm going to brown the meat and the onions and the garlic. Nice hot pan, some olive oil. I have a pound of chuck and a pound of sirloin. I like that combination. I'm going to break the meat up. I'm going to brown it. That'll take me 2 or 3 minutes. I'll be right back. Meat is brown. I'm going to salt and pepper the meat. Each step, each ingredient, you want to always season. Okay, I'm going to transfer the meat into the tomatoes. I use slotted spoons so that I can get a lot of the water out from the meat. It's fat and olive oil. The olive oil part is good, but I don't want all of the fat in the meat sauce. I really like the combination of chuck and sirloin, but the chuck is going to throw fat for sure. You can certainly just pour this into a strainer, but I like to use the fat that's in the pan to saute my onions and my garlic. All right. Almost done. That's way too much fat. I think I'm going to use new olive oil. That's the chuck fat. It's kind of liquidy, so I don't want to use it. You won't really know for sure until you saute your meat. So if it doesn't look the way you want it to look, get rid of all of it. Start with fresh. This is 2 small onions. Some salt. I want the onions to caramelize, so I'm going to brown them. Be right back. My onions are brown. I have my thinly sliced garlic. The garlic really only takes about 30 seconds. You definitely do not want your garlic to burn. That's the most important thing. As you can see, I transferred everything into the larger pot. I always make more than I think I'm gonna make. Or I make more than I need, for sure. Because everybody always likes sauce on top of the baked ziti. And you can always freeze your sauce. So you might as well make more. This way you don't have to cook some nights when you're tired and you just don't have time. You have the sauce right in the freezer. You never have to buy jarred sauce. All right. Everything into the pot. And now we wait. It'll take about 2 or 3 hours. I have nothing else going on today. It's a good day to make ziti, good day to make sauce. See you when the sauce is thick. Say that 3 times fast. See you when the sauce is thick. The sauce has been cooking for a couple of hours. It's a nice ratio of meat to tomato. I did check the sauce. I put in a little more salt and pepper. My water is boiling for the ziti. Always, always, always lots of salt. The water should taste like the sea. That's a good rule of thumb. Because if you don't flavor the macaroni now with salt, you'll never get it to taste right. Now, because the ziti is going to be baked in the oven, I want to make sure it doesn't get mushy. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to boil it until it's very al dente. If your package directions say 10 minutes, do it 8 minutes. I'm going to cover it now, bring it back to the boil. I'm going to drain it, and then we make the ziti. Time to make the ziti. Sauce is ready, the macaroni is ready. How do you get your macaroni not to stick? As soon as you take it out, for this you want to drain it very well. All you have to do is put sauce on it. No oil in the water, only salt. Once you put a little sauce on, you know that the macaroni is not going to stick together. Okay. Now we'll prepare the cheese. I'm going to use a whole pound of mousse. Paleo, of course. Half of it, I'm going to cut up into small pieces to go right into the macaroni. The other half, I'm going to slice and put on top. Now the other way. Everything goes in. Half a pound of mousse. Just for the top. Put a 1/4 cup, generous 1/4 cup, pecorino romano. Generous cup of ricotta. And I'm going to say to start, because I know you guys like to know how much of the ingredients I'm using, so I'm going to start with 2 cups of sauce. If I want to use more, I'll use more, but I'm sure I won't use less. Now you have to see. You have to stir it around, combine everything, and see how it looks. We have a jumper, back in. We like it a little saucier, so almost 2 cups more. That looks good. Little taste. Tastes good too. That's gonna be delicious. Gonna move everything out of the way. Gonna butter a baking sheet, baking pan. Fat is flavor. Butter makes everything taste better. I have my oven set to 350. It's coming up to temperature as we speak. Some people cover the baked ziti. We like the crispy pieces on the top, so I don't cover it. Everything goes in. Now, if you were having people over for dinner, you could make all this in advance, put it in the fridge, and just bake it when everybody gets here. You could clean the kitchen before everybody gets here. This is a great dish for entertaining. And it's really a good dish to prepare on Sunday. Keep it in the fridge. When you come home on Tuesday or Wednesday, this is your dinner. I'm going to put the pieces of mutts on the top. Put a little bit of butter. Here we go. Just get it all over the top. All the nooks and crannies. And of course, More grated cheese. It's just easier to do it with my hands. Lots and lots of grated cheese. I used at least another 1/4 of a cup on top. Okay. Put our ziti right in the oven, 25-30 minutes, till it's bubbly and brown on top. See you then. It's been 35 minutes at 350 degrees. Take the ziti out. You can see sauce is bubbly. The top is brown. These are the best bits. That is so hot right now. There's no way we can eat this now. So we're just gonna let it sit for a little while and rest, and we'll be back in 20 minutes. The best part, the tasting, I want this corner here. It's got some crunchy pieces. Beautiful. Some nice sauce on top. Grated cheese, pecorino romano, of course, our favorite, our family favorite. That's delicious. Well, it looks delicious. Let's see how it tastes. It's hot. Oh, I love that. The macaroni on the top is crunchy, but it's certainly cooked all the way through. The meat sauce is really nice, and there's just enough cheese. And the butter really makes it silky. It makes the sauce feel silky. You have to make this. Your family will love it.